When a parent loses a child, you still wonder, what could I have done so that wouldn't have happened?
Regina King, the Oscar-winning actress known for her incredible talent and grace, is opening up about the heartbreaking loss of her only son, Ian Alexander Jr., who tragically passed away in 2022. In an emotional interview, Regina shares the raw truth about her journey through grief, the love she holds for Ian, and how she's finding strength in his memory. The interview. Regina King, the Oscar-winning actress known for her poise and power on screen, recently gave her first interview since the devastating loss of her only son, Ian Alexander Jr., in January 2022. It wasn't just another celebrity appearance. It was an emotional and deeply personal moment, where Regina shared her journey through heartbreak, healing, and resilience, in a way that resonated with anyone who has experienced profound loss. Sitting down for the interview, Regina opened up about the grief that has completely transformed her life. "I'm not the same person I was before January 19th, she admitted, referencing the day Ian tragically passed away. With raw honesty, she described grief as love with no place to go, capturing the unspoken weight many who've lost loved ones carry every day. Regina's words weren't rehearsed or polished. They were real, powerful, and painfully human. She shared the depth of her bond with Ian, her favorite thing about herself being his mom, and how she continues to honor his memory. "Ian is always with me," she said, speaking of him in the present tense as if to defy the permanence of his absence. The interview wasn't just about grief, though. It was about strength. Regina revealed how even the simplest tasks, like getting out of bed, can feel like monumental victories when living through loss. She spoke of the guilt and anger she faced in the wake of Ian's passing, questioning if there was something more she could have done. "As a parent, you always wonder," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. But amid the sorrow, there were moments of hope. Regina talked about what she calls inspirations, unexpected signs or memories that remind her of Ian and bring a bittersweet smile to her face. Whether it's hearing his favorite song or remembering their laughter together, these moments are what keep her going. Regina's first interview wasn't just about sharing her pain. It was about connecting with others who've experienced similar struggles. She's using her platform not only to honor Ian's legacy, but to raise awareness about mental health and the complexity of grief. Her courage in speaking out shows that even in the darkest moments, there's strength in vulnerability, and love that never fades. Ian Alexander Jr.'s passing, the world was left in shock and heartbreak when Regina King's only son, Ian Alexander Jr., tragically passed away by suicide in January 2022, just days after his 26th birthday. Ian, known for his infectious smile, love for music, and unwavering support for his mom, was more than just the son of an Oscar-winning actress. He was her biggest cheerleader and the light of her life. For those who followed their journey, the bond between Regina and Ian was undeniable. The pair often appeared together on red carpets, sharing playful banter and heartwarming moments that showed how close they were. Ian even once described his mother as Supermom, saying, "She doesn't really let bad days stop her. She's like, okay, I'm sad, but I'm going to get up and do what I need to do." That's inspirational to me. Behind the smiles, however, Ian struggled with mental health challenges that ultimately led to his tragic passing. Regina, in her first emotional interview since his death, candidly shared the complexities of navigating her grief. She described the heartbreak of realizing that Ian, despite therapy and support, carried a weight too heavy for him to bear. "He was tired," she said tearfully, recalling Ian's words, "and I respect his choice." Regina's openness about her grief is a powerful reminder of how love and loss are deeply intertwined. She calls grief a journey and explains it as love that has no place to go. While the sadness of losing Ian remains an ever-present part of her life, Regina is determined to honor his memory by speaking about him in the present tense, as though he's still with her. One of the most touching aspects of Regina's healing process is what she calls inspirations, subtle moments or signs that remind her of Ian's presence. Whether it's hearing his favorite song or a memory that suddenly sparks joy, these little moments help her find strength in the middle of the pain. Ian Alexander Jr.'s passing is a sobering reminder of the importance of mental health awareness and the hidden battles many face. While the loss of Ian is immeasurable, Regina King's courage in sharing her story offers hope, strength, and a powerful message. Love endures, even through the hardest of times. Grief as a journey. Grief isn't something you overcome, it's something you carry with you. For Regina King, the Oscar-winning actress who lost her only son, Ian Alexander Jr., to suicide in 2022, grief has become a journey of learning, healing, and honoring the love they shared. In her first emotional interview since the tragedy, Regina opened up about what grief has taught her and how she's finding ways to navigate life without Ian by her side. "Grief is love that has no place to go," she said, a poignant description that speaks to the heart of what it feels like to lose someone so deeply cherished. For Regina, Ian wasn't just her son. He was her world, her biggest cheerleader, and her constant source of joy. Losing him has left an irreplaceable void, but instead of hiding from the pain, she's learning to face it head-on. Regina admits that grief isn't linear. Some days, getting out of bed feels impossible, while other days, a memory of Ian brings a bittersweet smile to her face. "There are moments when his absence is so loud," she confessed, "but there are also moments when I feel him with me, and that gives me strength." One of the most powerful lessons she's learned is that grief doesn't mean letting go. It means holding on in a new way. Regina talks about finding comfort in what she calls inspirations, subtle signs or memories that remind her of Ian, whether it's hearing his favorite song or recalling their shared laughter. These moments help her keep his spirit alive. But the journey isn't without its struggles. Regina spoke openly about the guilt and anger that often come with grief, particularly for parents who've lost a child. She's wrestled with the question, "What could I have done differently?" but has come to understand that some things are beyond anyone's control. Through it all, Regina is redefining what it means to be strong. For her, strength isn't about putting on a brave face. It's about showing up, even when it's hard. Her honesty about the complexities of grief serves as a powerful reminder that it's okay to feel everything. The pain, the love, the anger, and even the joy of remembering. Grief may be a lifelong journey, but Regina King is proof that it's also a testament to how deeply we love. Ian's legacy. Ian Alexander Jr., the beloved son of actress Regina King, may no longer be here physically, but his legacy is one of love, inspiration, and strength that continues to shine. Known for his magnetic personality, deep passion for music, and unwavering devotion to his mom, Ian left an indelible mark on everyone who knew him. Since his passing in January 2022, Regina has made it her mission to honor Ian in ways that keep his spirit alive and meaningful. For Regina, Ian wasn't just her son. He was her best friend and constant support system. They shared an unbreakable bond, often seen on red carpets, where Ian proudly stood by her side, beaming with love and admiration. Even after his death, Regina speaks of Ian in the present tense. "He's always with me," she says, a testament to how deeply his presence continues to shape her life. One of the most touching aspects of Ian's legacy is what Regina calls inspirations. These are small, unexpected moments, like hearing Ian's favorite song or crossing paths with someone who shares a story about him, that remind her of his love and light. These moments, though bittersweet, bring a sense of comfort and connection that helps her navigate the pain of his absence. As a talented DJ and producer, he had a gift for bringing people together through sound. Regina has hinted at the possibility of using his music to celebrate his life, ensuring that his creative energy continues to inspire others. But Ian's legacy isn't just about memories, it's about making a difference. Regina has been candid about his mental health struggles, using her platform to raise awareness about the importance of mental health care and the stigma that often surrounds it. By sharing Ian's story, she hopes to encourage others to seek help and remind them that they're not alone. Above all, Ian's legacy is love. Regina describes being his mom as her greatest joy and source of pride. Through her work, her words, and her unwavering devotion to keeping his memory alive, Regina King is ensuring that Ian's light will never fade. His life, though tragically cut short, continues to inspire and remind us all of the enduring power of love. Mental health awareness. In today's world, conversations about mental health have never been more important. Behind every smile, every successful career, and every seemingly perfect life, there could be a hidden struggle. Yet, despite how common mental health challenges are, they're often shrouded in silence, stigma, and shame. That silence can be deadly, but we have the power to change that. Mental health doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter how wealthy, talented, or loved someone may seem. Mental health struggles affect people from all walks of life. Take the devastating loss of Ian Alexander Jr., Regina King's only son, as a heartbreaking example. Despite being a vibrant, talented young man with a loving family, Ian battled depression that ultimately became too much for him to bear. His passing serves as a stark reminder that mental health issues don't always look the way we expect. One of the biggest barriers to mental health awareness is the stigma surrounding it. For too long, mental health has been treated as a taboo subject, with many people afraid to admit they're struggling. This fear often stops individuals from seeking the help they need, leaving them to navigate their pain in isolation. To break this cycle, we need to normalize mental health discussions and treat them with the same importance as physical health. Awareness starts with education. Understanding that mental health conditions like anxiety, depression, and PTSD are medical issues, not personal failings, can change the way we support one another. Listening without judgment, encouraging loved ones to seek help, and creating safe spaces for people to talk openly are all small steps that make a big difference. Regina King's openness about her son's struggles has sparked meaningful conversations around mental health. By sharing her family's story, she's shining a light on the realities of depression and the importance of checking in on those we love. Sometimes, all it takes is a genuine, heartfelt question like, "How are you, really?" to open the door for someone to share their pain. Mental health awareness isn't just about talking, it's about action. Advocate for accessible mental health care, support local organizations, and remind those around you that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Together, we can break the silence, save lives, and create a world where no one feels alone in their struggle. Her struggles. Regina King, a Hollywood icon known for her grace and talent, has faced challenges that even her strongest performances couldn't prepare her for. In January 2022, she experienced the unimaginable, the loss of her only son, Ian Alexander Jr., to suicide. What followed was a deeply personal journey of grief, heartbreak, and resilience, one that she continues to navigate with courage and honesty. Losing a child is a pain no parent should ever endure, and for Regina, it shattered her world. "I'm a different person now," she admitted in a recent interview, describing how Ian's passing forever changed her. The grief she carries is heavy, a constant reminder of the love she has for her son. "Grief is love that has no place to go," she said, encapsulating the profound emptiness left by his absence. But Regina's struggles extend beyond the loss itself. She has spoken openly about the guilt that often accompanies grief. As a parent, she has wrestled with the relentless question, "What could I have done differently?" It's a battle many grieving parents face, a cruel trick of the mind that replays every moment, searching for answers that may never come. The road hasn't been easy, but Regina is finding ways to move forward, even when the weight of her loss feels unbearable. She describes simple acts, like getting out of bed or finding a moment of peace, as small victories. "Just breathing, just being, is strength," she said, redefining what it means to persevere in the face of overwhelming sorrow. Regina has also leaned on her creativity to cope. Returning to work after Ian's death, she dedicated her latest film, Shirley, to his memory. The movie, about Shirley Chisholm's historic run for president, gave her a purpose and a platform to honor Ian's legacy. She has also become an advocate for mental health awareness, using her voice to encourage others to seek help and break the stigma surrounding mental illness. Through all her struggles, one thing remains clear. Regina King's love for Ian is unshakable. She continues to speak of him in the present tense, finding comfort in what she calls E-inspirations, moments that remind her of his spirit. Her journey, though marked by pain, is a testament to the enduring power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. E-inspirations. In the aftermath of tragedy, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by grief and sorrow. But for Regina King, who lost her only son, Ian Alexander Jr., in 2022, she's discovered a beautiful way to keep his spirit alive, through what she calls E-inspirations. These are special, unexpected moments that remind her of Ian, offering comfort, hope, and a sense of connection, even after his tragic death. E-inspirations is a term Regina coined to describe those little signs or memories that feel like a message from Ian himself. Whether it's hearing his favorite song or encountering someone who shares a touching memory about him, these moments offer a reminder that, even though Ian is no longer physically with her, his presence still lingers in the world around her. Regina shared that one of her most treasured E-inspirations happened when she was at an event, and a person she had never met before shared a story about Ian's impact on their life. "It's those little things that bring him back to me, just for a moment," Regina said. "It's as if the universe sends these signs to show her that Ian's love, energy, and essence are still with her, even though he's gone." The idea of E-inspirations goes beyond just comforting Regina. It's a way to help her heal and navigate the intense grief she feels. These moments remind her that the love she shared with Ian was real, beautiful, and will never fade, no matter how much time passes. Even in the darkest moments, these inspirations serve as a glimmer of light, showing her that Ian's legacy lives on in countless ways. But Regina doesn't just keep these moments to herself. She's opened up about her E-inspirations in interviews, sharing how they help her continue her journey through grief. It's her way of keeping Ian's memory alive, not just for herself, but for the world. And as much as these signs are a comfort, they also inspire Regina to live a life that honors her son's legacy, a life filled with love, compassion, and purpose. In a world often defined by loss, Regina King's E-inspirations remind us all that love transcends time and space. It's a beautiful reminder that those we've lost are never truly gone. They live on in the memories, signs, and inspirations they leave behind. Dedication to Ian. Losing a child is an unimaginable pain, one that changes everything. For Regina King, who tragically lost her son, Ian Alexander Jr., to suicide in January 2022, the grief has been overwhelming. But rather than letting the sorrow define her, Regina has found ways to honor Ian's memory in ways that keep his spirit alive. From heartfelt tributes to carrying his legacy forward, Regina's dedication to her son is nothing short of inspiring. One of the most touching ways Regina honors Ian is through her work. She dedicated her powerful role in the movie Shirley to Ian's memory, a choice that wasn't just about honoring him on a personal level, but also about making sure his life and legacy were remembered. "This film is for Ian," she said. The movie, which tells the story of Shirley Chisholm's historic run for president, was a labor of love, and Regina found comfort in channeling her grief into something that would carry meaning not just for her, but for the world. Regina's devotion to Ian goes beyond her work. It's embedded in the way she lives her life. She often speaks about him in the present tense, reflecting the unbreakable bond they shared. "He's always with me," she says, making it clear that Ian's memory is something she cherishes every day. And even in the face of intense grief, she continues to live out the lessons he taught her: love, strength, and resilience. The way Regina keeps Ian's spirit alive also includes finding comfort in what she calls E-inspirations. These are small moments or signs, like hearing Ian's favorite song or connecting with people who share stories about him, that make her feel his presence. It's her way of saying that Ian's love doesn't end with his death. It continues to surround her in meaningful ways. Regina also uses her platform to raise awareness about mental health, speaking openly about the struggles Ian faced with depression. By sharing his story, she's making sure that Ian's legacy extends beyond just his memory. She's turning his life into a beacon of hope for others facing similar battles. In everything she does, Regina King's dedication to Ian is clear. She's turning her grief into action, ensuring that her son's love, light, and impact will never be forgotten. Ian's legacy isn't just in the memories. It's in the way Regina continues to live, inspire, and love in his honor. Healing through work. For many people, work serves as a way to keep going in the face of hardship. For Regina King, after the devastating loss of her only son, Ian Alexander Jr., in 2022, work became not just a distraction, but a lifeline. In the wake of grief, Regina turned to her craft, finding healing and purpose through the very thing that has always defined her: acting. Regina's return to the screen in Shirley, a biographical film about Shirley Chisholm, was a deeply emotional moment for the actress. This movie marked her first major project since Ian's passing, and it was not just about work, it was about honoring her son's memory. Regina dedicated her performance to Ian, making it clear that her role in telling Shirley Chisholm's story was a tribute to the love she shared with her son. But it wasn't just about the film. For Regina, acting became a way to channel her emotions. The process of stepping into a new role allowed her to focus on something outside of her grief, even if just for a little while. For someone like Regina, who has spent decades honing her craft and captivating audiences with her performances, it's no surprise that work became a form of healing. The creative process, the camaraderie with fellow cast members, and the sense of purpose all helped her navigate the overwhelming sadness she was feeling. Regina has always been a dedicated and passionate actress, but after the loss of Ian, her work took on a new meaning. It became a space where she could process her emotions and find some sense of normalcy amidst the chaos of grief. Her role in Shirley wasn't just a job, it was a journey of personal growth, healing, and honoring Ian's legacy. There's something therapeutic about pouring your emotions into something meaningful. Whether it's through writing, painting, or acting, creative work can serve as an outlet for the intense feelings that grief brings. For Regina, being able to dedicate her time and energy to something as important as the story of Shirley Chisholm allowed her to heal in her own way. Regina King's journey of healing through work is a reminder that, even in the darkest times, we can find strength and solace in the things we love. By honoring Ian through her craft, Regina is proving that, while grief may never fully go away, there are ways to keep moving forward and find light amidst the pain. Message to others. Regina King's journey through unimaginable grief after the loss of her son, Ian Alexander Jr., has been a heartbreaking yet inspiring one. Her strength and courage in the face of such a loss have led her to share some powerful messages with others who might be going through their own struggles. Her words aren't just for those grieving. They resonate with anyone who has faced pain, loss, or hardship in their life. In a recent interview, Regina shared a message that has become central to her healing process. Just breathing, just being, is strength. It's a simple yet profound reminder that, in moments of overwhelming sorrow, even the smallest act of surviving each day is an incredible act of strength. Many people feel the pressure to move on or be strong in the face of loss. But Regina's words serve as a reminder that there's no timeline for healing, and sometimes simply existing through the pain is enough. Regina also opened up about the importance of talking about grief and mental health. She encourages others not to hide their pain, not to suffer in silence. Grief is love that has no place to go, she said, emphasizing that it's okay to feel lost and broken after a tragedy. Regina's honesty is refreshing because it breaks the societal taboo around grieving. Her vulnerability is a message to anyone struggling with their own sorrow. It's okay to hurt, it's okay to feel weak, and it's okay to ask for help. In sharing her story, Regina is not only honoring her son's memory, but also encouraging others to seek support and take care of their mental health. She's an advocate for breaking the stigma surrounding depression and suicide, urging people to speak openly about their mental health and get the help they need. Her message is clear: your struggles do not make you weak. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not a weakness. Regina's message to others is simple but powerful. No one is alone in their pain, and healing isn't linear. She reminds us that love never dies, it simply transforms. Ian's memory continues to live on through Regina's strength, her advocacy, and her unshakable love for her son. By sharing her journey, Regina King is giving others the courage to face their grief, heal, and keep moving forward, one step at a time.